race late in the season, a team gets a pregame pep talk from their skipper.
What's up, YouTube? Richard Gamer 997 here. Tonight we're back on MLB The Show 18. If you guys enjoyed the stream, make sure to leave me a like, make sure to leave me a comment, and yeah, please don't forget to subscribe. Let's play. What's up, Bonnie? How you doing?
Thursday night baseball now on the show as we come to you from Target Field here in the Twin Cities. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Brendan Becerra is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What's your take on him, Dan?
That's good to hear.
In a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last three starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they cannot allow that one run to deflate them. I know they haven't been playing well recently.
So digging in now, Rich, prime time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled on the ground is short. Suzuki is up with it, and that's out number 1.
I'm making a change, throwing the ball down.
At the plate, Drew Robinson. He'll start off the 5th in this one. 1-1 attempt here. Prime time comes up with it, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Stepping up to the plate, Romeo Gallo. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. A windup and the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Prime time right there, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Striding in, Rich, prime time. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Oh, look out! Shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Ouch.
Stepping up now, Rich, prime time. And even though we discussed his power hitting prowess earlier in the broadcast, we haven't gotten to see it on display so far in this one.
But every time this guy steps in the box, he's 1 swing away. If he misses over the heart of the plate, I promise you this ball's leaving.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1, here it comes. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know.
A shot there at 4-2 the final score tonight. The Chicago White Sox came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Friday night baseball. Digging in, Rich, prime time, and given his team's current standing, we're probably not going to be watching any champagne showers at the end of the year, but if he keeps up the home run pace, some individual hardware may be in order for him.
He's doing his best to make sure the fans keep tuning in. He's fighting for a home run title, and he's not giving any at-bats away. This is great observation, not only for the veterans in the clubhouse, but the young rookies on this roster to not give anything away at this level.
Way outside. 1-2. Hoskins has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to
Ricky
punch
Lloyd
your
is on deck.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Zimmer's back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
I thought it was gone, but it's not. Long fly ball.
Now at the plate, Rich Primetime, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the 0-1. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes real.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Stepping into the box, Mike Landgraf. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. On the ground over to first. Primetime fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready for another shot now. Rich Primetime. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Go hard,
Hit hard to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Wow.
Into the box now.
Can't
Rich
get a hit.
Primetime. And even though we discussed his power hitting prowess earlier in the broadcast, we haven't gotten to see it on display so far in this one.
But every time this guy steps in the box, he's 1 swing away. If he misses over the heart of the plate, I promise you this ball's leaving.
And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit.
He got
Maybe
tricked
not
on
what he
which
was
way the
looking
ball
for,
was
but the
going. He
result
started
was there.
going.
In now, Ricky Lloyd. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Swing and a miss
This
on the
guy needs to
changeup,
hit
and there are
better,
2 gone.
period. He doesn't hit left or right.
That was a big strikeout there, guys.
Well,
the best
sometimes he
pitchers
does.
have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the 1-1. This one's down to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue. Now at the plate, Magneuris Sierra. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Game just cheated.
Here's the 3-1. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move.
No
reason
guy
to tempt fate out there.
who was on first.
At the plate, Marco Lopez, and their runners at the corners now. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Hit on the ground to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Back now in the Twin Cities for what remains of this production. Stepping in, Rich, Primetime, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. And there's the fourth wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Standing in, Ricky Lloyd. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Now the 1-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
At least he made contact with the ball that time.
Ready now for the White Sox, Bradley Zimmer. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First baseline, Primetime has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Rich Primetime. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count.
Early on the cutter.
The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
1 out, nobody on. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Now another 1-2. Up around the face. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
What a way to square up on that ball. Great job.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Digging in, Ricky Lloyd. Got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
It's probably going to strike out.
Oh, they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Jose Peraza. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We got Jose Peraza on the team.
Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and we're headed to 13 as that ends. Up next for Chicago, Dan Toth. He flew out in his last at-bat. 0-1, here's the pitch.
1-1-1.
Oh, what a dive. Hey now.
Yeah, that's a sweet win, especially on the road. They took the lead in the top of the 13th and held onto it in the bottom to secure this win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball. Coverage now of Saturday Night Baseball. So striding in, Rich Primetime, and given his team's current standing, we're probably not going to be watching any champagne showers at the end of the year. But if he keeps up the home run pace, some individual hardware may be in order for him.
Yeah, and he's going to go after it. I'm sure he's shocked he wasn't traded at the deadline.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch.
Traded. Really?
Digging in, Rich Primetime. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
High in the air out to center field. Mesoraco has a play.
Late swing.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Late
So
swing.
now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, John Suzuki. He flew out in his last at-bat. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Digging in the switch hitter, Jurickson Profar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. But 1's all they get as the run scores. Coming to the plate now, Rich Primetime. First pitch coming, here it is. Curveball that time, not even close.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Onto the patio and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. So his remarkable season continues as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning it.
Standing in, Rich Primetime. We discussed earlier how he was one of the league's best power bats, and he's lived up to that reputation with a blast earlier in this game.
And you can just tell how confident he is in the box, hunting his pitch, not coming outside the zone or expanding it. I would expect him to put another good swing on the ball right here.
First offering on its way. In the dirt here, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Now the 0-1.
Popped it up. Shit.
Goodrum will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big.
No batting clutch.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Chicago led this game from the 3rd inning. Afternoon baseball now on the show from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. It's time for Twins baseball. Next. Anton Rosado is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick the victory of the year.
Drilled to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
The pitcher anyway.
1-2. Coming to the plate now, Rich Primetime. And given his team's current standing, we're probably not going to be watching any champagne showers at the end of the year. But if he keeps up the home run pace, some individual hardware may be in order for him.
We rarely
He's
know
doing
we're
his best
losing.
to make sure the fans
Don't have to
keep
keep
tuning
saying
in.
it.
He's fighting for a home run title, and he's not giving any at-bats away. This is great observation, not only for the veterans in the clubhouse, but the young rookies on this roster to not give anything away at this level.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. Towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Twins are...
Batting next, center fielder, Bradley Zimmer.
Pulled into right. And a base hit as the White Sox pick up their first knock of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Now in the box, Rich Primetime. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. No runs, no hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. The 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Giving chase is Zimmer. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire. Digging in once again, Rich Primetime. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. The 1-2. Popped him up.
Damn it. It's a long ass pop up.
Matthews is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Julio Aponte. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Now the 3-2 pitch to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. The second for 1, on to first, and they get the double play. Ready once again, Mike Landgraf. Zimmer, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Landgraf.
Hit towards first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Rich Primetime, and even though we discussed his power hitting prowess earlier in the broadcast, we haven't gotten to see it on display so far in this one.
But every time this guy steps in the box, he's 1 swing away. If he misses over the heart of the plate, I promise you this ball's leaving.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. There's 1. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good.
I think they actually won that game, too. I wasn't expecting that to happen.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Twins, 5.
Chicago pitchers had my number.
MLB The Show is at the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri, and lovely Busch Stadium. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the St. Louis Cardinals. Get ready for Cardinals baseball next. Daniel Flowers gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
Now at the plate, Rich Primetime. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back safely. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this.
Left that one right down the middle.
And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. An incredible 90 now on the season as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Primetime ain't got
so we'll take one more look. And boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Ready to take his hacks again. Rich Primetime as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at that, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit different.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Ricky Lloyd.
The 1-2. Rounded to the right. Reined in. To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2.
Digging in and looking for more. Rich Primetime. He singled his last time up. The 0-1 delivery. To short, hit hard. And another base hit for him as he's gone 3 for 3 in this one.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Yeah, that series against Chicago wasn't good at all. I sucked.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ricky Lloyd. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far.
Not as bad as Ricky Lloyd does, but that wasn't that good.
High pop-up. Vizcaino is there for it. 2 gone.
At least he hit the ball
I'm sure
and
his
then
eyes
strike
lit
out
up
like
when
he
he saw
normally
that
do.
curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged the bullet.
Right down the middle. He did hit it straight up.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. But the recovery throw will be in time to first.
Damn. Guy's so slow. He got thrown
Rich
out there.
Primetime will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. 1 ball, no strikes to count. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center.
Way underneath that
moves
ball.
over, and that's the third out. Into the box, Rich Primetime. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Rich Primetime.
First pitch on its way. Hit down the third baseline.
Oh, wow. What a catch. He barehanded that. His palms are hurting.
The 0-1 on its way. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Fouled away. Another try at 2-2. High and deep down the left field line.
Yeah, that's fouled.
And that will end up a foul ball. And this pitch is swung on and missed.
Nice
and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strike. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Minnesota Twins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Adalberto Mejia earns win number 7 on the season. Ricky Johnson records the save, his 37th. Tuesday night baseball. Up next for Minnesota, Rich Primetime. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that...
Curveball.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jack Wilson. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jack Wilson.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals start. Settling in now, Rich Primetime. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Hard hit toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
That'll way to square it up. Great job.
And now Bryce Harper, lifetime against Jose Barrios. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
Come on,
swinging a ground ball to third. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So striding forward now, Rich Primetime. He singled his last time up.
Primetime.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Wilson is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Right to second base. Right to where he's
Next to bat for
fielding.
St. Louis, Jack Wilson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance.
I don't even
Digging
think
in
there's,
now, Rich.
I know there's a team that I can play on that would be successful. When I first came to the Twins, I thought
odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah,
they had a
not lot of hope
chance
for them at this point. These guys know these bats still
chance
count.
went out the
At
window.
least for their own stats, you can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Two balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. Fouled off. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's in for his second
right
hit of
to
the
him.
afternoon.
that isn't crazy.
Hey, there's a
Hit
bullet
the
down
wall
the
and
right
bounce
field
right
line
to
that
him.
had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3.
Yeah, anybody that comes in bad after me is shuts down. And when that bats after your created player is like, no matter how great they are when they play in a different position, once they're batting after you, they just suck. Poor Ricky Lloyd. He's probably a great player in real life. In this game, he's terrible.
And he lost him. Ball 4 as Harper will reach.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
At the plate, Gavin Cecchini. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Prime time at second. Harper at first with no outs. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. The next twin up, Marco Lopez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Oh, for look at that. Everybody's like 0 for 3, 0 for 4, 0 for this. Like, you got no hits, man.
The 2-2. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. They get the force at the plate. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight. So they tried for the old 1-2-3 double play there, but it didn't quite get moving quickly enough. I'm sure they'll be 10-2 the final in this game. The Cardinals took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Jose Barrios earns his staff-leading 16th victory of the season. Just to the west of them, Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
So coming to the plate, Rich Prime. Time, Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Wilson takes it in. Throw to first in plenty of time.
I feel like they're playing me in a shift.
Into the box
So
now.
fielding all the way over there.
And a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we suck.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Rounded to third. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like...
These are stopping from getting more runs.
Ready now. Rich. Prime time. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. He's got it barehanded for 1. And a good save at first on the offline throw, but they just get 1. Ready for another chance? Ricky Lloyd. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher. Jack Flaherty comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. High pop-up. Prime time is there, and the side is retired. 1-2. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Chris Vizcaino. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A double play ball to second. 4. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4. Leading off the inning, Rich Prime time as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A ball and a strike. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, left fielder, Lewis Olson.
Popped him up. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2. Striding in to start the 9th, Rich Prime time, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer. They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Sosa is after it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out, and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The St. Louis Cardinals came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.
Well, guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. If you guys enjoyed this stream, make sure to leave me a like, make sure to leave me a comment, and yeah, please don't forget to subscribe. Peace.